my first drop off was to an apartment. They was on the 3rd floor. It smelled like marijuana. I took plenty of pictures because I don't want you eating up all your snacks and then saying you didn't get your order or you missing something. It ain't gonna happen today. And somebody was on the steps while I was doing all that picture taking, but I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Protect yourself out there, gig workers. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Tuesday. Yes, we have made it to the first Tuesday of the year. I did a Uber Eats. I just dropped that off. And there was a delivery only for Harris Teeter, so that's where I'm headed to now. You already know how I feel about those Harris Teeter delivery onlys, because you never know what these customers have. I believe this one didn't say ID scan, so, but it did say that I'll be delivering to a basement or something. I'm hoping I ain't gotta go in nobody's basement, but yeah, so that's where I'm headed to. Very slow Tuesday for me because I did take some time off of work to get my nails done because they was busted. And I don't know what we're gonna do. I be trying to be dainty, but I'm not a dainty girl, y'all. I'm a tomboy, heart and heart, but I like to look pretty. so that's why I get keep myself manicured. But yeah. So if something interesting happening, I'll come back on. But if not, you know the deal. See me in the next video. Y'all, happy Thursday. So I'm out here. I'm headed to Publix to do a double order. And I was gonna record, but I decided no, I need to focus because I am kind of running a little bit behind for this batch. So I don't want to be prolonging me getting there. But I had I usually don't check the weather when I go out. Right now it's fairly fine. It's like 49 degrees. It's mild. It's not extremely cold, but we supposed to have a winter advisory. And that winter advisory says that we're supposed to get snow between the hours of 1 a.m. Friday. It said to 12 a.m. Friday. So it's North Carolina, so we may get something, we may not. This order didn't look like it was panic shopping. And if you're in North Carolina, when they say it's gonna snow, the panic shopping, y'all go buy the milk, y'all go buy the bread. I don't know what y'all making. Maybe y'all making some milk sandwiches. I don't know. But these two orders didn't look like they were panicking. It was more so if we may or may not. Again, it's advisory. So they just advising us, but there's a chance we may not even get anything. It may just be extremely cold. I don't plan on going out anyway tomorrow, so there's no problem. And it looks like we have hit traffic because there's construction. So when your GPS tell you to go a different way, they know why they want you to go a different way. This is the reason why they want me to go a different way, because of this construction. So I'm like, why are they telling me to go that way? I don't want to go that way. But it's construction the other way too. So I'm like, I guess you had to pick our battles, and they felt that the other battle was going to be a lot better. So yeah. So I've done an Instacart, I think, talk through recently, or you will see one. So yeah, I'm not gonna take you guys in on this one. I just wanted to check in. I did do something. Yes, I did Shipt, and I did Uber Eats yesterday. And so it was just a fairly simple orders. Shouldn't have took y'all yesterday with the Instacart order. I didn't do Shipt. I did Instacart. Oh, did I do Shipt? I can't remember what I did, but y'all will see it when I do the end of the week. So until next time, peace. Hey, happy Sunday. It is cold. It is early. It is, right now it's 8:36. I am on my second half of my Grubhub block. The first one was from 7 to 8:30, and I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything until 8 o'clock. And then it was 15 minutes to get to the restaurant, which was Dunkin' Donuts. Then 15 minutes to get to this customer, and I just dropped it off. So that's where we at this morning. It's very slow. Yeah, this is very slow. Yesterday I was able to meet my new daily goal. Well, for the weekend. I figured for the weekend that Saturday and Sunday, I'll try to get $100, and then during the week I'll try to get 150. And I got an order coming in. Okay, we back. We are headed to my not so favorite restaurant, but we got to do what we got to do. So what I was saying was, on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to reach for $100. And during the week, I'm trying to do $150. So the days that I do during the week, working, at least still doing the $50 a day. Because usually I'm averaging about three weekdays. So $50 should be good. And then $100 for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So I think that can get me to my $350 a week goal, because that is a new goal that I need to reach in order to. Plus, I think I honestly need to do more, but that's the start. Let's start somewhere. We got to start somewhere. That's what we got to do. We got to start somewhere. So I did end up coming out later on at night, because that morning I only made like $55. So after my son came back in from work, I went back out and I did I think it was like $45, and it was like 3 orders, and I think it was like an hour and a half. Yeah, I think it was about an hour and a half. Yeah, so that wasn't bad. Even if it was an hour and a half, that wasn't bad. One of my customers, direction was like, don't put the food at the brick house, bring the trailer behind the brick house. And they were actually watching me when I turned down the road. And I didn't think I missed their driveway. I think they assumed I missed their driveway. I think the person who was texting assumed I missed the driveway. But the issue is, she was seeing me after, and the man had met me before. So yeah, so I'm like, thank you for keeping an eye on me. He was running to the road, y'all. I'm like, yeah, it's me. He's like, oh my goodness, you almost passed us. I'm thinking like, nah, isn't this the handed it to him. I did notate. I handed it to the customer. She said, thank you. Then her messages came in until later, and I'm like, these just came in. My bad. Thanks for keeping an eye out for me. And that's one thing that I do on orders that have instructions, like clear instructions, like you got to go left, you got to make a right, it's the house that sit behind here. I let them know when I'm done. I let them know when I'm on the way, so I can get a verbal okay, some acknowledgement. Because one is, if I'm delivering at night, it's 100% chance that I'm not going to see anything that you're seeing. So it may be good, like directions in the daylight, but at night those directions do nothing. One of the customers that I delivered for Grubhub, they were actually noticing that the light on the porcher went out, so he was actually putting the light in when I arrived, and I was looking, I'm like, is that? And he wasn't for sure that what I was doing, so he asked, and she peeked his head in, and the lady was like, yeah, I ordered something. he said, oh, okay. When he moved, I was able to see I was at the right address, but yeah. So it was fairly easy orders yesterday. The last order, yeah, was easy as well. Their dog started barking, and dog sound like he would eat your soul. And he had opened it. The person had opened the door. I'm like, you should have waited till I left, because I don't want your dog running towards me. But he was struggling to open the door anyway, so I had enough time to get where I needed to go. So yeah, so that's about it. I am for sure I'm not going to check back in when I come back later in the evening, because during the evening I just have to stay focused. I'm out here by myself. I got to keep my eye on the road. I got to keep my eye on the peoples. So I can't be doing all that extra stuff at night, so sorry. And I don't think I really did any walkthroughs, because like I said, this week here I'm just trying to get my groove and try to figure out how to reach my goals. So I'm sorry if it wasn't more of a tutorial. I wasn't taking you with me long ride-alongs or any tutorials. After I get my footing with my new goal, I'll definitely put that back in. So until next time, peace. Hey, I'm back. I am actually on a Grubhub order. It is $30, and it's going about less than 20 minutes to an area I'm not familiar with, but I'm familiar with. But yeah, so I just wanted to stop back in just to give you an update. I just need to make $60 to reach this week's goals. So this has me halfway there, and we'll be working on the other half. So next time you see me will definitely be, no, that's crooked. Definitely will be when I do my that's all over the place, when I do my what I've earned for the week. That's what it's called. All right, peace out. Okay, I'm back. I just finished dropping off that order. Fairly easy, not too hard to find the address. It was just getting dark, so I had enough light to see the address itself. And now I'm headed back to an area where there should be more orders. I doubt if I get an order out here, because there's no restaurants. It's wooded areas, so the only thing that you can get to eat out here is Bambi. So with that being said, I'm going to get back towards the city, and hopefully another order come up that's about the same but closer, and I'll be done for the night. So the next time you probably see me is when I tell you what I earned for the week. Peace. In order to know what I earned for the week, let's first look at each platform. In a small disclaimer, because I didn't do a lot of recording this week because I was trying to get my footing, I'm going to explain a lot about my experience in each platform instead. So it's a little bit different, but we'll get back to our normal schedule next week. So let's first talk about the platform that I earned the least in, which was Shipt. I did 2 orders for a total earnings of $31.29. That was just the order pay and promo. I didn't receive any tips this week, nor did I receive any tips from the past week. And with Shipt, it's hit or miss. So that's why I do not pick up orders with the expectation that I will receive them. But I always cross my fingers, all of them, to make sure, and not to make sure, with hopes that I will receive some that filter in, so I don't have to work long hours to reach my goal like I did on Sunday. But like I said, hit or miss. The next platform that I earned money in was Uber Eats, and it was for $33.46. That was for 3 trips, and I received 100% of my tips because all 3 of my customers did tip. One customer I was afraid wasn't going to tip or remove her tip, because after I dropped off this Uber Eats order, I'm up the road, I received a call. It was actually captured by my spam blocker. Then I received another call, so I answered it. and it was said customer stating that, you know, she hadn't received her food yet, and the thing about it is she had to take a photo of it. So she knew it was delivered, but it was not delivered to the address that she thought it should have been delivered to, should I say. So she said that it should have been delivered to this address. Uber sent me to this address, but there's no way for me to verify, because if you use Uber navigation after you're done with the order, the only thing that you see about the order, like location, is the street name that you picked up the item and the street name that you dropped off. So it was no back and forth between us. I don't do back and forth anyway. She was very empathetic. So she understood that it could have been, you know, the app fault. It could, you know, it could have been a human fault. We don't know. She was like, you know what? I see it. I'm going to get it. It sounded like she was already in the process of doing that, because she probably received the notification and noticed the picture that showed that she, you know, that I dropped it off at this address that I was told. Now, this is not the first time that the navigation looked wonky. So what I decided going forward is I'm going to have additional backup for my GPS, because I want to make sure that I can see the address after I deliver it to it, and that I have a way to verify, because when I'm taking the pictures and I see the address number in, I can verify I did drop it off at the correct address. So that's what I'm going to do going forward. The next app that I earned money in was Instacart, and it was $63.83. That was for 3 batches. The Instacart payment was $33.33. The tips were $30.50. One of the customers did give me additional $2 outside of tipping in the app. He was just so amazed that I got there so fast, and he wanted to give me something additional, which is really nice. The last platform that I earned money in was Grubhub, and it is the platform that I earned the most money in, and was $218.92. The delivery pay was $118.68, and the tips was $100.24. Now, with this particular platform, there was several issues that was going on. The first issue is I never received my bonus pay, and I'm going to explain. On January 7th, I received 2 notifications from Grubhub stating that I would earn a bonus for every 2 orders I completed between the hours of 5 and 9. We'll get $5. Well, I did that and nothing came. So I did send an email. I'm waiting for them to respond, because there could be some conflicting information, because I'm assigned to the metro area, but every time, and that's with all the apps. So I'm assigned to this metro area, but they always offer things and they attach a city name to it. So sometimes I get it and sometimes I don't, depending on the app itself. So I'm just going to wait back and see what they say about that. The next day, on the 9th, I got out early morning, car frozen, and I was able to go ahead and deliver, pick up at Dunkin' Donuts and deliver. This was just 2 young, sweet girls. I don't know why they was up this early in the morning. They were so excited to get them some iced coffee. The young lady asked me, is she supposed to tip? I said, yeah. I didn't say yeah. I said, it's up to you. And she was like, well, yeah, we want to. It's not that much. And so I'm like, okay, thank you. So that was very sweet of her. I said, yeah, no. I said, it's up to her. That's so funny. And my mom was saying, yeah, girl, you better tell me. No, no, it was not even that serious to me. So I continue on picking up orders. Now, the last order that I actually picked up before I started rejecting orders was Burritos Maria. And when I got to this customer's location, I call it the college area, you had to input a code to get into the apartment complex. So a car was in front of me and they were having a hard time putting in the code. The gate wasn't opening. So I went after them and I attempted to do the same and was having the same issue. So I called the customer, let them know that can't get in. She said, no problem, I'll be down there. She came and got her. In the middle of that order, Grubhub signed me out. And it had been doing that periodically. I've been having issues. If I never touch it, it'll sign me out. But I've been in the app all day. So for it to go ahead and sign me out in the middle of an order, that was frustrating because I had to pull over to the side, input my information in, and then proceed. I did go ahead and work my way back towards my area because I wasn't finna pick up another order in the city I was in. And I did appear as I was coming up to my lovely exit, and I rejected it because it was too close to the end of my block. Plus I had to hand the car off to Papa, and I didn't want to prolong that. So I ended up calling Grubhub customer care to tell them about the app experience. The only thing that they can offer me was to uninstall and install it. And in the meantime, another order came in. Again, wasn't looking forward to going anywhere past my house at this point. So I rejected that, and then I went ahead and became unavailable. Later on that day, I did uninstall and install the app. It looked the same. So I was all types of confused. And then later on that night, I just proceeded with the following orders. My first order of the evening for that day, customer had to meet me at a road. They have very detailed instructions, and they understood that there's 100% chance you're going to miss our house because one is dark, and two, our house is actually behind the house that you actually see. So they were able to meet me at the road, so we was good with that. The next order I did, it was a 7-minute wait. I had no problem with that because when I go in a restaurant and they're hospitable, it draws me to them. And so I definitely want to patronize them going forward because, and then on top of that, the food was smelling good. So, and I didn't know they was sitting there. I don't know how long they've been there, but I'm definitely going to find out about more about them, especially because the one I've been going to just has been hit and miss for me. Then I picked up a small order at the next restaurant, and that order, when I got to the house, you can hear the dog. Luckily, I made it to safety before they opened that door. So then the next day, I decided to try it again. The first order I did receive was at 8:02. I picked that up and dropped it off. Then when heading back towards that area, I received the IHOP order. And literally when I was coming up and turning to go to the restaurant, it was canceled. I became highly upset because I felt like it was that lady at the counter just rejecting orders because she sees it's me picking it up. So I turned on Uber Eats, and then I received an Uber Eats order, headed to that location. And that's the Uber Eats scenario that I just mentioned. And then I called customer care, asked them what's going on. And that's when they explained to me that the restaurant canceled the order. So then while waiting for the Wendy's order, another order came through. It was the same customer at a different restaurant. So because it was on the way, I went ahead and picked up that order, dropped it off to that customer. In the meantime, I did receive another order from McDonald's, so I knew I had to drop off my Uber Eats and then proceed to McDonald's. And then where I was headed to for McDonald's, they canceled it. Like literally when I was turning on the freeway, they canceled. And so at first I was really upset because I'm like, okay, was it canceled because of the time? And then I realized that if something is unassigned from you, you will not be, it will be held against you if it's unassigned, but you won't get paid for it. So I'm getting paid because either the restaurant or the customer canceled those orders. And so that gave me a sigh of relief because we don't know what cost them. Well, customer one, possibly because they probably didn't have food. Two, I'm not 100% sure what went on with that. But I didn't try to figure that out. And so then when my son returned from work, I went out later on that night and completed the following 3 orders. And it was time for me to head home because I had reached my goal. Yes, I have. So the total earnings for the week is $351.50. Thank you to my cash tippers because you kind of got me there, because I thought of myself, if I have to take another order, I am really going to be okay when I meet my go to sleep, because I am tired. I get up Monday through Friday early. The weekends, my body still gets me up early, but I don't have to be moving about. But I had to 7 days straight, y'all. 7 days straight. So with that being said, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my village. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers and new subscribers, I thank you for your support. Everyone hit that like button, because you know you like this content. And I want them to know that you like the content as well. And go ahead and share this with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Peace out.